Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Butterfly Book Club. Make sure you have subscribed. Today we are reading Roy Makes a Car, written by Mary E. Lyons and illustrated by Terry Widener, based on a story collected by Zora Neale Hurston. Roy Tyle runs the garage down near Eatonville, Florida. Eastonville. Now that's somewhere west of Christmas and north of Boogie's Corner. People from those parts think Roy Tyle is the best mechanic in the state, maybe even in the world. Why, he can grease an axle faster than you can say carburetor, and he can clean spark plugs just by looking at them hard. But Roy, he could never find an automobile nowhere made to suit him. Those factory models were always running into one another on the curve of the road. He thought if a car was built right, there wouldn't be none of these collisions. So one day, he said he was going to make an accident-proof car. Roy's neighbors snickered. Huh! We like you, Roy, but that's a big old lie. How you going to stop accidents? Roy answered, Give me time. I'll show you them crack-ups ain't nothing but foolishness. That very next day, Roy locked himself in his garage, set out all his working tools, and got to work. After an hour or so, he told the people he was ready to show his turbocharged, floating ride, stable-lidded, lubricated, banjo-axled, wing-fendered, low-compression, non-collision car. Nobody believed him, so Roy rolled that thing out and stood there grinning, all proud like he just grew a baby. A few folks walked around and kicked off 4 tires. A couple of snoops lifted the hood and muttered, But mostly nobody said much on account of their mouths were hanging open. All this time, and Roy's automobile looked just like any other car. That's when a gambling man laid a bet on Roy Tyle. Get in your car, Roy, the man said, growling. I got $2 says it can't do diddly out on the road. So Roy put on goggles and a work cap that told the world, if Roy can't build it, nobody can. The people brought out one car and then another to meet him on the curve. The first was an 8-cylinder, free-wheeling Chrysler Roadster. Roy's car buzzed around that thing like a bee on a coconut cake. Then they cranked up a master 6-cylinder Chevrolet sedan with a one-piece turret top. Move out the way, Roy hollered as he pulled the choke and lifted the throttle. His cap sailed up and landed in Georgia, where folks are wondering to this day, who the heck is Roy? And his goggles corkscrewed clean over to Alabama. Meanwhile, Roy's car cruised right over that Chevy's solid steel roof. Let's try a Mack truck, somebody shouted. But when the truck rounded the corner, Roy pressed a special button on his dash and ran smack under it. You just couldn't hit Roy Tyle. Well, the gambling man knew he was fixing to lose his bet, so he went and got his Roadmaster Buick. Now a Buick is so underslung and low to the ground that it looks like it's squatting down all the time. And this man said Roy's car couldn't squat under no Buick. But it sure did. It slid right under the sealed chassis, past the tiptoe hydraulic brakes, and shot out square between the rear-powered float tires. The gambling man was awful put out about the whole business. He coughed up the $2, though. "Hey, Roy," somebody shouted. "You've made yourself a fine machine." "Yeah," somebody else said. "So fine, maybe you could get cash for it." Roy thought they might be right. The next day, he took his car up to Boogie's Corner, sold it off for a bundle, and came on back home. Way after a while, Roy got tired of just sitting around the place. He claimed he felt too lonesome without something to ride in. That's when Roy told his wife, "I believe I'm going to make myself another car." This time, he took and made a car that had flaps folded on top of it. That way, he could just flip the flaps and zoom around curves so things couldn't hit him. Well, from flying his cars around them curves, he took to flying it right smart. Finally, he didn't drive it on the ground hardly at all. And that's just how he got rid of the second car. One day, you see, Roy was way up in the sky dipping the dip. He didn't know it, but God was sitting in heaven's bleachers, spying on him. Seen that automobile and liked it so much that he waved Roy over. God whipped out his money and bought Roy's car on the spot. A few nosy people have walked by the garage a time or two. One woman swears she's seen the walls swooshing in and out. Told her husband something in there sounded like a cross between a locomotive and a tractor. The husband said, "Nah, he's seen the roof wump up a few feet. He's pretty sure Roy's working on a propeller chainsaw." And the gambling man claims that Roy's new machine is nothing but a flat-footed fake. Some folks never do wise up. If you've got the time, drop by Roy's garage and see for yourself. But don't stand too close. That Roy Tyle is a wonder-making man. Ain't no tellin' what he'll try next. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you like and subscribe. Check out our other videos at the Butterfly Book Club on youtube.com. And also, click the link in our bio to check out our website that has free learning materials that go along with all of our book read-alouds. Again, please make sure you subscribe.